plans in motion. Unpredictable like the ocean. If it's smooth, selling, keep coasting. Scoring points, no need for boasting. When the tables turn, your feelings start to burn. Respect you gotta earn. Sometimes it takes the hard way to learn. No half stepping, this is what you gotta yearn. Earn victory within a grasp, like holding a trophy. Those last second attempt gas. We want first place, not last. Gotta show them now who's bad. These home skills are too rad. If we get down, we're not sad. The situation turns to motivation. Get that take the lead sensation. I've been born to win creation. When I'm on the court, I'm casing. Every second counts, no wasting. Unless that's your plan, just guard your man. We're down some points, gotta get out this jam. Give him payback like the Uncle Sam. Give him payback like the Uncle Sam.
Nothing but W's, I just win like it's game day. I ain't never lost, I just spin and I make plays. It's nothing to me, something to you. I just ball like a veteran. I'm steady bubbling, y'all in the huddle and see me. I'm looking for rings, I'm looking for shiny things. I'm looking for rings, I'm looking for everything money brings. Ball out, ball out. I'm looking for big moves on the court. I'm making big moves as a sport. Ball out.
Defense is on point, steal after steal turns into points. Man, we're on the roll, behind the back into a finger roll. The next one is an alley-oop, then open for a three, they yell and shoot. Rick did, almost got the boot, fall for the rebound, another chance to shoot. So he kicked it out, the way he's missing now. The crowd goes wild, drained it and got fouled. The coaches look real proud, knocked it down, 0.1 on the clock. The bench all rose like stop, this game on lock. All these cheers won't stop, it's a championship and we ended on top. 0.1 on the clock, 0.1 on the clock. The bench all rose, 0.1 on the clock, 0.1 on the clock. The rose like stop, yeah, this game's on lock. We got this game on lock, these cheers won't stop. It's the championship and yeah, we ended on
Hey, welcome to the show, man. Y'all know who it is, man. Big Ugly Machine in the building, man. We got 100P in the building, host of West of the 110, man. Street Draft Media Channel in the motherfucking building. 100P, man. What's the word? What's the word? How you doing, man?
All good, man. Just over here, with the fam, getting some stuff ready, holiday season, while the kids is out. But just was sweating a little bit over that Texan Raider game, but I'm all right, man. How you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm doing all right, man. You know what I'm saying, man? We my boys lost a big game. You know what I'm saying? The Rams versus the Seahawks, that game went down, and I'm a little bit out of shape about that one, man. But we good, man. We good. Yeah, we good. But yeah, man, I was glancing at that Texas Raiders game, man.
Man.
Yeah, man. Geno Smith was actually out there trying to play Ashton Genty. Ashton Genty, man. He was cooking. He was cooking, man.
He was, and I will say this. I've told some people I know. I didn't say it on social media, but I'm like, I already know this game was going to be tough because I see them overlooking this game already, trying to get to this Charger game Saturday, and it showed. They didn't get in the rhythm, and let's be real, if it wasn't for those penalties called on the Raiders for pass interference against Collins, that rookie Porter, we would have probably lost that game.
Yeah, man. That was a tough one. That was a tough one, man. I thought y'all was just gonna blow them out the water for real. I thought they was gonna get blown out the water originally, man. But hey, yeah, man, that was wild. That was a wild game, man. Even I was catching the Cardinals and the Falcons game, for a minute. For the minute the Cardinals was looking pretty good. But they did typical Cardinals shit and, dropped the game. Typical Cardinals shit, man. But it was definitely some upsets. There was a few upsets going on this, man. And I know Kansas City don't got Patrick Mahomes, but nonetheless, Cam Ward was cooking. I'm gonna give him the button. Cam Ward was cooking.
Yeah, he was. He was. Kansas City's on paper supposed to still, no disrespect to Tennessee Titan fans, but the fake Oilers, they were supposed to still get cooked by Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? Even though they didn't have Mahomes.
Facts. Because I know. Let me pull up the stats on that game because it was like 26-9. That was bad. Yeah, they quarterback Chris Oladokun. He was 11 for 16, 111 yards. Isaiah Pacheco only had 34 yards, 8 carries. On the other side of the ball, Cam Ward was 21 for 28, 228 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tony Pollard had 21 carries for 102 yards. Tennessee was definitely cooking the shit out of Kansas City's defense, man. A lot of them Kansas City fans, boy, y'all quiet today. Quiet today. I want to hear the excuses. But yeah, that was bad, man. I think Kansas City's era as that team to beat is definitely over in the AFC, man. They had their run. It was a good run. I'm not saying they're gonna be a trash team, but their days of sitting amongst the very, very top of the conference, I think, are done. They're gonna have to figure out a different team approach or bring in some different personnel. And I know you said it a few times. Kansas City ain't that Kansas City that gets spoke of right now. They don't have that same team. They don't have those same players. The personnel ain't the same.
Nope.
Travis Kelce finna retire. They don't really have a lot of offensive weapons right now. That's not the same Kansas City that was out here, giving motherfuckers trouble.
No, it's not. Different Kansas City. NFL is just like the world. They say the universe has reset so many times. People who believe that, and just like NFL, it resets. You had years ago Joe Montana, the 49ers was dominant. You had Aikman and the Cowboys. You had Mahomes. Now, who's next?
I'm not saying you're probably to watch me out.
Some people say the Texans are next. A lot of the commentators online are saying that Houston Texans has the defense to win a Super Bowl. And a lot of people may say, well, it didn't show tonight. I mean, well, yeah, it didn't show. This team caught them slipping. They put up 21 points. The defense still held they stature by not allowing teams over that little, that point stat of 20, 21 point. So, if it wasn't, that go to show you a defense that's ready to win a Super Bowl, because our offense didn't play that good at all. Really, if you ask me, they didn't play that good. The defense won that game.
Mm-hmm. Facts, man. Facts. But y'all do have a solid defense, man. Solid offense too. I mean, it's the end of the season. We got like 2 games left, 1 or 2 games left.
2 games left. Like you say, who's ever the healthiest at the end of the season, whoever's the healthiest at the end of the season going into the playoff normally does good. Because if you really look at it in the NFL, once you get to the playoffs, if you come in at the bottom of the list to win a Super Bowl, what is it? 4 games. You got to win a wild card game, a divisional, then the NFC or AFC championship game, then you go to the Super Bowl. So once you get to the playoffs, it's just 4 games to a Super Bowl. That's what you got to think about.
Factuals. That's the truth. Now looking at our division, since we already on the AFC South, man, the Jaguars. The Jaguars got it done against the Broncos today, man. 34-20. Let's talk about that game, man. To me, that was an upset, man. I think Denver should have beat Jacksonville. But Jacksonville is one of those sleeper teams that motherfuckers still sleep on, I think, due to the team history. Nobody's used to the Jaguars slapping on shit. But right now, I mean, Jacksonville, Jacksonville beating Denver, I think, was big. especially with Denver being the number one seed in the conference at this point. So them going getting it done against Denver was actually pretty good, man. Salute them boys, man.
Well, you gotta look at it like this too. That's just like with New England. You know, a lot of people talking about the records they have, and but look at the teams they played. They beat some good teams, but just because you got a good team, don't mean that team has a good defense. These teams ain't really played no team with a good defense. What Denver have when they played Houston, they beat us 18-15, but CJ Stroud went out that game in the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken, and the defense held, which was the number one offense or something like that, at 15 points that whole game. It was tied 15-15 the whole game. They won it, with a field goal. Yeah, so I mean, it is, I'm saying it is what it is. We just got to stay ready. Like I was telling my partners in the Blessed to Be a Texan fan page on Facebook, like, a lot of people was booing, talking shit about, oh, Texans offense, woo, woo, woo. Yeah, I agree. They play horrible tonight, but they still got a W. That's what a team is about. They find a way to get the win as a whole.
Factuals, and that's definitely important, man, especially right now. I agree, man. A lot of people like to talk bad about the Texans. And if you're a football fan, I mean, I think everybody knows why. I mean, to me, I think a lot of people don't like the Texans. A lot of people who don't like the Texans is because of the Cowboys. But let's just be 100. I mean, right now, the Houston Texans are definitely the best NFL franchise. I think it's going to be that way. I mean, Dallas Cowboys out there. Oh, shit. You tired?
Yeah, man. The Texans, they they deserve it, man. The city of Houston deserve it. Texas have always had a lot of championship moments there, whether it was from the Dallas Mavericks, Houston Rockets, you know what I'm saying, Houston Astros, Dallas Cowboys, winning championships. So I think it's about time for that southeast part of Houston to get a ring down there in football.
Say that again.
No, I was just saying it's about time for Houston to get a ring down there. Texas always had a lot of memorable moments, a lot of championships in Texas, basketball, football, baseball. Houston has got a Astros ring, but they don't have an NFL championship. So, I mean, that's something that Houston could use, a good Super Bowl ring.
Factuals, man. I definitely agree, man. Oh, give me one. We good. Just woke up. I gotta get him right real quick, but we good.
Man, say everybody praying for Josh Allen, man. I think he got carted off. I don't know how serious the injury was, but Josh Allen went off the field, So like I say, who's ever the healthiest at this time of the year, more than likely is going to win.
Facts, man. Health is definitely going to be definitely a factor. The only team I know that really made it, that I would say made it with it don't fit in your boxes. I'm sorry, go on. The 49ers, I think, managed to get, and I know they have a lot of their key players back now, but the 49ers actually, sat atop some shit, and for most of the season, they had an injured team.
Yeah.
what 10-4 right now. That's not bad. You know, that's pretty darn good if you look at the rest of the conference. But even having a lot of key injuries for a while, I mean, you know, to me that actually sits pretty good. I mean, where do you think, you know, where do you think, you know, is it possible for teams to go have a deep run with injuries, or just like you said earlier? I mean, you got to look at who played who in the season, right? I don't have the but it's like 6 or 7 teams. You know, it's a handful of teams. And it was a list basically of what teams beat, you know, playoff contending teams, and a
Look
lot
at
of the
us. We
teams,
started 0-3.
a lot of the top teams right now, just like you mentioned with the Patriots, the Broncos, hell, we could throw the Colts in there. None of these teams really faced a lot of playoff contending teams, right? So in the playoffs, when they run into those teams, you know, you could make an exit. I mean, we all, you know, there's no such thing as a perfect season and a perfect playoffs in the same season. Like, you're not gonna go 18-0 and then go run through the fucking playoffs like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I mean, there's only been one team that's done that, but they didn't win the Super Bowl. Remember the Patriots? What, they went 19-1 or something like that, lost in the Super Bowl.
yeah, I think they were like 18-0.
And lost the Super Bowl. That's the team that had Randy Moss.
Yep, and they lost in the bowl. They lost in the Super. They got to the Super Bowl.
They got there.
That's Tom Brady though. And to be honest, bro, I'm like at some point, right? And I think that's, you know, I don't know if that's what we were talking about, but I mean, at some point, because a lot of people say, "Oh, Patrick Mahomes," but I don't think that Patrick is that dude, or it's gonna be that Tom Brady. I mean, he's the closest thing you got, but I mean, somebody at some point, well, also it depends on what you're factoring, right? So I mean, we talking Super Bowls or just who took their team to a winning, you know, what quarterback had the most winning seasons, you know, under their career. You know, I don't, you know, it could possibly be Patrick Mahomes, but you know, right now it's a lot of other good quarterbacks. I think a quarterback that I feel like gets overlooked is Jalen Hurts. I don't think he's missed. A playoff game that they were in the playoffs since he been in the league. So I think he's been like consistent or healthy, if you want to say, throughout all their playoff runs. If I'm correct, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. And
well, I mean, he had a pretty good early career. You know, he's got a Super Bowl ring within his first 5 years. So, I mean, with that being said, I think a lot of players like that, once they win a ring early in their careers now, I don't think they look forward to a 20-year career in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? I think they look to get into other endeavors like early, put in 10, I got a ring, let me try something else.
Facts. I mean, to me, I think Jalen Hurts is, I mean, aside from I'm finna fuck up his name, Donovan McNabb. I think those are two of the greatest Eagles score. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Donovan McNabb, Jalen Hurts, two best quarterbacks the Philadelphia Eagles have had on their roster.
I agree.
Definitely will put Donovan. But did Donovan McNabb get a ring? They lost that one, right?
No, he didn't get a ring, but he did go to the Super Bowl with Terrell Owens.
Factual. See, I remember him going. But even he took him there. A lot of people talk about teams who lose the Super Bowl, forgetting that you had to whoop a lot of ass to get there. So I still salute, even if a team loses a Super Bowl, you gotta salute them, because they had to whoop 4 more. You know what you said? 4 games total.
Yeah. Well, total. I can't remember back then, but Win 3 to get to the Super Bowl.
So motherfucker had to whoop three dope teams, but we talking about the playoffs. So, you might playoffs, playoffs, you got to win the record. So even if a team loses the Super Bowl, I mean, you still got to salute them. Because they had to beat a few niggas to get there, man. They just lost to the better team. It's any given Sunday in football. That's why I like football so much, bro, because you don't have 5 or 7 chances to get a ring. You know what I'm saying? You got one game, one day. Technically, you get one day, one game to get that ring and handle what you got to handle on that field. There is no replays, ain't no takebacks. What they say back in the day, ain't no takebacks, man. No takebacks, man. In the NFL, ain't no takebacks, man. Once that game is over, that game is over.
It sucks down that we live in an era where referees can dictate the game.
Well, I mean,
I think it's been happening for years. But
sports evolve. I mean, we can talk, football, back. Football,
You can bet on any sport now. Cricket.
I don't even know how to play cricket.
Good sport to play, though.
Y'all give me a minute.
For sure. Hey, man, you know what's so crazy, AD, man? First and foremost, how you doing this evening, my brother?
I'm chilling, just chilling.
That's what's up, man. I don't like how they did your boy Phillip Rivers on Prize Picks, man. I was on Prize Picks earlier, shout out to Prize Picks, making some bets and they had a picture of Joe Biden as Phillip Rivers on there. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, people have been doing that, but I've been calling this week Surprise Week. Why? Because there's a lot of teams that got surprised by teams that they wouldn't think would be their equal this week, and was they equal. Yogi did
We
say
got surprised.
I had the Raiders winning that game. I had a lot of underdog teams winning this week. I didn't have the Steelers winning, but that just kind of happened. But I did pick the Seahawks. I also very well did pick the Bears.
Yeah.
I picked them. The Bears might be a problem.
I don't know if Caleb got what it takes in the playoffs, depending on who they playing their first game in the playoffs against.
But Ben Johnson's smart.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I think also too, what some people got to remember is why some of the players play hard of the teams that's not making a playoff, because people forget about contracts. They still got numbers they trying to get for for bonuses, so they still want to play.
Unless you're a superstar and you hurt, they gonna keep you out. But
fact, that's true. The superstar they gonna keep out. They ain't gonna risk him. But mediocre players, that's linebackers that's out there trying to put a lick on somebody if they get so much for how many sacks. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to play that whole 16, 17.
But that's why I like Joe Burrow, because he said it's for the fans too. So like he really wants them to get what they paid for. So hey.
Exactly, that too. People forgetting about that. I've always said too, since I want to say after 85, I want to say 90, entertainment started getting more involved in sports. And it used to be like 80%, 83% sport, the rest entertainment. Now it's like 40% sports, 60% entertainment. And it's like, damn, man, the fans aren't even involved no more. Like, they don't care less about the fan. Just buy the ticket. Oh, if you can't make it in, well, we'll refund you whenever. You can watch it on your phone. We'll send you a link. Some shit. Like the fans, I like Joe Burrow for that, man. You think about the fans still.
A mad bitch. So I'm a mad bitch right now.
Yeah, I apologize. I apologize about that. But y'all go ahead.
I haven't seen it. Yeah, man, but it's gonna be all right. These teams got through this week, it gives them a sense of awareness of where they got to be. Stop slacking just because you might be in playoff position or wild card position. Keep fighting, man, because anything can happen. Because you see some teams clinch playoff berths, but it's no really seeding that's really being made officially because it's still up and down.
The Chargers could even get the number one seed, which is crazy.
Yeah, man, the AFC definitely look uh real close, man, for that number one seed, man. Right now, a few teams got it done this week, man. Because right now, I mean, you got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you got 4 teams. I mean, technically capable of taking a number one seed away from the New England Patriots, man. Before we hit the playoffs.
There is one game I want to point out this weekend. I did tell you, granted, situation is a situation, but they still that team. Remember weeks back, I told you the Chiefs was gonna lose to the Titans.
Yeah, man. They got. We was just talking about that game earlier, man. Kansas City definitely got whooped on, man.
They
They
did lose
often.
their second string quarterback to a torn ACL, which is kind of diabolical.
Well, I mean, it just looked like the offense couldn't really get it going, man. The offense couldn't get it going against the Tennessee defense, man. It was 23-9. You know what? They got 3 field goals. Cam Ward was cooking. Tony Pollard was cooking. I mean, the Tennessee offense was running pretty good against Kansas City's defense. On the other side of the ball, that just didn't equate. Man, another game I want to talk about, man. We're going to take a look at this one, man. So the Steelers beat the Lions, man. Which right now, because Baltimore is playing right now, but right now, the Steelers still sit atop of that conference, man. They got the division lead. The Ravens are right there with them. They look like it's halftime. It's 10-10 tied up. Ravens are playing New England right now.
The Ravens can't lose no more games. If they lose this game, it's over.
I mean, they tied up right now. I mean, even if they win this one, the Steelers would have to lose another one.
That's fine.
They
The
would have
Steelers could.
to out
So
and for some reason the Steelers would have to have a fucking slide, which I just don't see that happening with Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback.
this is what I'm gonna say. Because if the Steelers lose, regardless who they lose, the last game of the season, they play the Ravens. That's potentially a win and get in type of situation for the division.
Facts.
So all they got to do is just slip up one game. I don't know the Steelers' remaining schedule off the top of my head.
Well, the Steelers got a 2. Well, right now, like I said, the Ravens are playing. It's tied up at halftime. Right now, the Steelers have a 2-game lead on that. So if the Ravens were to lose, no matter what, I mean, it's pretty much done for them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like us, man. I know we fighting for the AFC South. All we need is Jacksonville to slip up once, and I think we got a tough game coming up next week.
Jacksonville would have to go to Indy, which is also going to be tough. And then they're going to have to go to a team that always has their number in Tennessee. Or
True.
I think Tennessee goes to them, but Tennessee always has their number in the division. So that's going to be 2 potential tough games because it's also your divisional opponent.
I think Jacksonville will get it done though, low key, but I think a lot of people sleeping on Jacksonville, man. But I actually think they're gonna, I think they have a good chance of possibly winning out. Possibly. I mean, I feel like if they beat the Colts, I mean, they'll get it done against Tennessee, man. They don't have too bad of a defense.
But the Texans got it easier on the way out.
Yeah, well, no, I'm not. You can't say that because I mean, we do got the Chargers coming up Saturday. Then we have the Colts.
Outside of that, well, yeah, that is true.
So like I say, don't get me wrong. Like I respect the Colts team. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a weak organization. Everybody have ups and downs through the season. They just hitting a bad time right now. But that don't mean that the team is weak.
Games have been relatively close.
Close.
So yeah, those games have been close. Close games.
So that's what I tell people. You got to look at stuff like that. You got to look at that. It's not going to be a easy game. It could eventually boil down to shit. Tell you the truth, if Jacksonville were to lose one game and we win out these last two, that'll put us evenly matched, and
Y'all
we'll be 5-1.
didn't y'all split Jacksonville?
We split Jacksonville. I'm just saying, as far as records, if they were to lose one and we win out, we'll have an even match, and we'll be 5-1 in our division, and they'll be 4-2.
Oh
So
yeah, so yeah, you would win that.
we will win that division. So that's what I'm saying. If they were lose one and we win out, we're 5-1 in the division. We take AFC South. Boom. We go into that third slot on top of Pittsburgh.
Essentially, we would need both of y'all to lose out.
Yeah. And Buffalo may be in trouble too, because like I say, Allen got carted off. I don't know if he was back in or not, but
He was. They said he was good. He ruined
was
my
good.
fantasy matchups. Yeah, he
Okay.
cost me some bags. My fantasy matchups to get to the finals. I'm a little teed off at him right now.
Well, I tell people that's not a good look going. Like you said it earlier. This was a week for some upsets, and teams that was gonna shock some people. And who thought that Cleveland was gonna lose? They knew Cleveland probably was gonna lose to Buffalo, but who thought it would be close of a game, 23-20?
Facts, man, facts.
So I got my team. I know this is unbiased. I'm taking off the hat, but I do got the Colts winning, whether I would have been a fan or not. And some statistical numbers, they may be old, but Phillip Rivers is 4-0 against the 49ers.
You don't need to use it on that. So.
But that's when he was playing consistently and hadn't been out of the league in 3 years.
Well, we got some potentially good news down the stretch. They can run the RPO again. Richardson could be back potentially. He practiced this week. That's a good sign.
I just want to see Rivers get out of the pocket when that Texans defense start collapsing on him. Like I say, we sacked
He
Josh
handled
Allen 8
Seattle pretty
times.
well, so I wouldn't be surprised if he handles that pretty well. He was throwing the ball out quick. He's a quick thrower. So
Yeah, real quick thrower. He got a quick arm. Seattle got a good fast defense too. But them boys, we got Lassiter, Bullock, Stingley. Them dudes, they'll come in out of nowhere on you where catch them quarterbacks off guard all the time. Like I say, it showed against Allen. Like, yeah, you think you're gonna run us? We got something for you.
Yeah, Coach, Coach, y'all got the 49ers tomorrow. Yeah.
we got it. Taylor's going off for 150 plus, all purpose.
Listen to the commentators though on TV. Who are the people talking about? Like I said, it's a money thing. NFL needs to make money. We know that. I don't fault them for wanting to make money. Players got to get paid, staff, all these. So this year, what would be a good Super Bowl, just hypothetically speaking? Say like Texans versus Seahawks or Texans versus Rams or somebody in Santa Clara, California. They would like to have a team on the West Coast that never been there.
Either one of those teams with the Texans. I agree with that. I'll take it. I would even fuck around and say like fucking
Buffalo going to the Super Bowl.
I wouldn't even mind seeing Jacksonville on the Super Bowl this year or some shit.
Trevor Lawrence is the AFC's Dak Prescott. He's gonna choke in the first round, like always.
There's no way in hell Jacksonville is going anywhere out of the first round. Let alone Texas. Even if they got a first round bye, they wouldn't even make it past that.
Right now they running our division.
It don't matter.
But look what happened when they played teams that had it. Look what we did to them. They beat us in that first 3 games when our team was looking like shit. But they see that second game came around. What, they had 29 points in the third quarter going into the fourth and lost 36-29. And we had what, 12, 13 points?
The problem is with that, let's say they go up against a divisional opponent. Then what are they gonna do?
Hey, they just beat y'all not too long ago.
That was not too long ago. Was that they gonna beat us at home? No,
They could. It's possible. I mean,
it's possible, but hey, is it gonna
you
happen?
said the Texans was gonna lose to y'all at home, and they beat y'all. Just saying, just throwing that out there. I mean, one of y'all division rivals walked into that stadium and walked away with a Debski.
Well, one of us gonna have to win, and somebody gonna have to lose. That's just the way it is. I mean, technically, you could both tie, but that'd be a diabolical
The
system.
real question is, you gonna get a Rams Seattle type matchup, or are you gonna get because I don't. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, it's division rivals. So I feel like if
Everyone
Jackson
in the AFC South, I would say this, has a
drop y'all
defense.
running back, and that's y'all Achilles heel is your
Not
running back.
really.
You
We got
stop.
receivers and skill players. It's not like we don't.
That's hey man, Jonathan Taylor don't have his game. Y'all usually lose, but that's y'all Achilles heel this season. No Jonathan Taylor. No. So I think that's why I'm like, these next few games, it's important for the Colts too, especially in that division. I mean, y'all what, two games back from second place? And it's a lot of teams. How do y'all tailor the AFC right now? I haven't looked at the actual standings today, but I mean, it's a lot of teams on y'all tail, man, in the
Not
AFC. It's
really.
like,
Only one
Not-
team's on our tail, and if they lose today, it's over with for them. The only way they
Hey,
can
look,
get in is by division.
yep. Look at NFC. Look at what Carolina did to Tampa Bay today.
I figured that
yes,
Carolina,
but hey,
Carolina
hey,
gonna take that this year.
hey, shout out Carolina, man, because they definitely needed to get that done, man.
But they do got to face them niggas again,
I mean,
unfortunately.
that's cool. That's
But that's
cool.
gonna be a potential win and get in situation.
I mean, because that was they won by a field goal, so I mean they didn't blow them out. It was a good ass game. If you flip the stadiums, I mean, you think that would make a difference, or you think Carolina could still pull it off going to Tampa Bay?
I'm not saying that Carolina couldn't pull it off. They definitely could, regardless of the matchup. But that's going to be a long shot waiting to happen because Baker Mayfield has won that division for the last 4 years.
Carolina Rams in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, I think
Carolina
that.
clicked at the right time. That's what I've been saying. Next year they should probably be a number 3 seed, maybe a number 2. I would say Chicago and the Bears are 2 teams you probably don't want to face.
Well, I think Caleb, if you got a defense that can get to him and put pressure on him, you got him.
But they find ways to win games. And they're the most team that get takeaways like it's nothing. So
Yeah, they do got a pretty good defense.
their defense is it's up and down. It's like hot and cold, night and day.
Well, we're gonna see how the league plays their part in this dictating how shit go. Because a lot of people looking at stuff now like, okay, the playoffs, this how it's looking. Don't even pay attention to that shit because this shit is not set in stone. Like I say, it could easily flip. Hell, you could have a team that's in a wild card, like you say, be winning out and being top AFC team or NFC team where it's looking so close in certain races. So like I said,
It's not like it hasn't happened before.
real talk. It's not like it ain't happened before. It has happened. Hey, speaking of Bryce, real quick, I wonder how do that lady feel. I don't know if y'all follow that story. When he first came in the league, he had a girlfriend or something like that, and she was at the games, well, not games, practice with him. They say, man, you don't bring your girlfriend to practice. She was showing up to practice with him, walking in with him. You know what I'm saying? They were like, oh, that's extra, but they knew what that was about. I think she had allegedly left him for a basketball player or somebody like that. But now he's stepping up, turning into a predominant NFL quarterback. You think she hate that she made that move? Because I think the guy she was dating in the NBA ain't even really in the NBA no more.
Probably. Plus, that was God's way of saying this bitch ain't for you.
I mean, she kicking
Exactly.
herself, especially if our boy ain't in the NBA no more. Yeah, she definitely kicking herself for that one. Ain't no way she not.
She fumbled her bag.
And
You know,
with
so
and I think with the NBA especially, man, it's in your first few years or early years, it's easy to be there and then not be there in a couple of years. NFL, you got a little bit more of an open window. The NBA, you come in there and play horrible, yes, in the G League before the season even starts.
Or you're on a two-way. I don't.
would you say shout out Bronny, huh? Shit.
Hey,
I mean,
look,
Bronny's
hey,
useful
hello,
though,
look.
but that's the thing though with Bronny, he's useful.
Shout out Bronny James, man. Hey,
I mean, he's useful. So when you need him,
I'm just saying. The only thing I've been brought that up is because I feel like you get a better look at players in the NBA before the season start, right? It's
some
not they
players
don't
don't
play
reach
a lot
their
of
peak to
games,
probably like the
but
third season.
I feel like in the NFL, you have more of a chance, to not leave. You might get traded around a few times before you just don't get picked up. Like, in the NBA, if you're not good, you're just not good, my boy. You out of there. You out of there. Injuries especially. We've seen a couple people catch season-ended injuries in both leagues. Early on in their career, it should be done. Or career-ending injuries. I meant not season. My bad. Get myself pinned.
13-10.
Who got 13?
New England.
I'm not sold on Drake May or Mike Vrabel, whatever his name is. Don't get me wrong. I liked him as a coach when he was in Houston. One of the coaches, but I don't know, man. I think he likes to be the show.
I think Drake May is as real as they say he is. I mean, I didn't think less of Mac Jones. It was Belichick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mac Jones is a good quarterback. Whatever happened to him? Ain't he on like finals now or something?
Seattle. Or not Seattle, San Francisco.
Yeah. And I think the game he did play, he was cooking.
Oh yeah, he was definitely cooking.
I would like to see him go somewhere like the Raiders or somewhere.
We need a quarterback currently because I don't know. We're not bringing back Jones, so I would say you would think this is a wild card. I would take two quarterbacks on this market right now if they were free agents. Malik Willis,
I mean, hell, my
Mac
nigga.
Jones.
Yeah.
What was your question again?
I said I would take two quarterbacks on the market. I didn't ask a question.
Well, he made a statement, but just say what you said again.
Just made a statement. I basically
Oh.
said I would take two quarterbacks right now on this market if the season were to if we did like a redraft of the season currently and you can take the player off of anybody's second string, it
Yeah.
would probably be Malik Willis or Mac Jones.
You wouldn't take Davis Mills?
No. I would consider Snoop Huntley too.
Say that again.
I would consider Snoop Huntley.
Yeah. Well, for a starter or backup?
Just a backup. If you could take a backup because your starter got hurt for the rest of the season, like in a redraft, that's what I would take. I'm not saying necessarily not as a starter.
You wouldn't take Jacoby Brissett?
We had him. I mean, he did well with us when we had him. He got hurt, then kind of tanked our season. We've been plagued with injury quarterback problems for decades. That's the one thing that holds us back from the hunt.
Well, Colts has had their glory days, winning AFC
but I
South
mean,
year after year after year after year. Shit.
even after that, though, we sat idle. it's not like we've been like super terrible. Like we've been like middle of the pack. Here we missed the playoffs. There we missed the playoffs. Here
Hey, you
just
had
like that.
Andrew Luck.
Well, we made the playoffs when we was when we had him. The year we would have won it, he retired.
I still think that's crazy how early he retired.
I'm surprised they didn't call him, seeing if there's anything we could
They
do to
did.
bring you in.
They did. He said no. He's content. He doesn't want to play football anymore. Apparently, so
Smoking that good old weed, I guess.
Actually,
they
that nigga
called
said
him, and I think they called another quarterback. I mean, Kaepernick was mad. We didn't call him, but well, not really mad. Cam Newton was tripping, but I'm not a Cam Newton lost his mojo when he lost that Super Bowl.
Yeah, and I think they didn't really want to be affiliated with him because of his persona on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying it's bad, but you know, he's more of a entertainment celebrity now. They would say as a quarterback or NFL player.
Yes, man, on shit. They probably was like, this nigga's not trying to play football.
Fuck that. He would not take it serious, and I don't want to. No, hell no. I would have rather stuck with Riley Leonard. I mean, Leonard wasn't even bad in his debut. I followed him at my school, Notre Dame. So, I mean, he's a pretty good quarterback. He runs the RPO well, so that's what Shane Steichen likes to run is the RPO.
That backup in Green Bay today, Willis, he didn't do too bad. He more of a running quarterback from what I seen.
He can toss it. I mean, he was good in college. Tennessee did him wrong, though.
What's the story on that?
Tennessee let him go, but they blamed him basically for like it was a lot. It's a lot. I can't remember from detail to detail, but Tennessee did him wrong. Didn't even pick up his contract. Now they just let the man walk, sign with Green Bay, and that was that. And he was never a terrible quarterback. Because Tennessee is a shitty organization.
Yeah, I thought they were better than that.
I saw Derrick Henry left. AJ Brown left. Look at him now. Well, AJ, more specific, got a ring. So
yo, another thing I want to bring up, man, the Philadelphia Eagles, man. They are back-to-back NFC East Division champs, I believe, since they actually were
the early 2000s.
It was right, and I think it was if
4 in a row.
It was they are the other one too. I think it was 2003, 2004. You know,
yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, it was a 4-year span before the Giants took it.
Yeah, that Philadelphia team was back-to-back champs as well, man.
Donovan McNabb.
Hold on.
Only to lose the Super Bowl to Brady.
I'm surprised Brady wouldn't. If I was in Brady's position, knowing I don't need the money or prove anything, just for the hell of it, I'm bored. Yeah, I'll finish the season off for the Colts, get another ring.
His rival, you would think he would go play for the enemy.
Hey, Flacco went and played for Cleveland and Cincinnati.
Oh, then Cincinnati Cleveland made that trade because they wasn't gonna play Flacco.
Yeah, Kurt Warner went to the Cardinals.
That is true. You're right.
Fact.
Actually, Saquon did go from the Giants to the Eagles, so
it can happen.
Would you say Marcus Smart went from ball? Well, not straight, but he was a Celtic and now a Laker.
Yeah, that's kind of a lot of players did that. Rondo did that.
Rick Fox, Chris Mim. A lot of those people did that.
I mean, consider that. Do you think a lot of players, like some players actually, you know, let's say loyal to the franchise, But these sports, it is a business at the end of the day. So, I mean, I feel like some of those players don't have that obligation to start, finish their career or not go to the rivals. Once they
If your
time.
organization is not working for you and you decide to leave, then that organization is not your home. Some people try to find a home in organizations. Like I would get it. Steph never left because he loved Golden State. I mean, his dad played for Golden State.
Yeah. Well, you see, your former Golden State member, Mr. Clay, allegedly is about to be a father.
This nigga did not make this shot.
That nigga don't play. That nigga not even a star. I never considered Clay as a star. He's like one of those second option type players that can just shoot.
I mean, Klay Thompson ain't that same Golden State Klay Thompson. I mean, he's still Klay Thompson, but he's not. I don't think he's putting out what he was, originally doing in Golden State. Because even that one, he wasn't really putting out in Golden State before they got rid of him.
He got derailed because of his knee injury. After that, he was never the same.
Never the same. Only one person I ever seen come back from a knee injury that was, I would say, better in age after the surgery than he was in a few years in his youth. Jermaine O'Neal, after he got that knee surgery and when he got older, shit. Remember that he came back and had a couple good years with Golden State and Boston.
And Grant Hill did the same. He came back to the Suns years later.
Oh yeah, and you know what? I think it was cool of him to do that. A lot of people didn't know. A lot didn't know his wife, Tamia, the singer, which was a great singer. She held him down during, his injuries where he was, derailed for a long time. And I think him coming back in the NBA, playing a few years, getting that feel back to what he was, that she enjoyed it too.
Well, too, you got to think Sean Livingston, his was one of the most grueling injuries I've ever seen on national television. That was just diabolical. But Sean Livingston did the same. Came back and won a couple rings with Golden State.
I remember that, man. I remember that injury. I remember watching that game when he was broke or something his leg. I was like, damn, what the hell just happened?
It was nasty. Like it was one of those injuries it made you want to just turn your head, throw up, clench your knee, like, bro.
Man, I'm like, wow, man, that was kind of crazy, man. Like I say, a lot of people who careers was never the same due to injury. When you look at some of these players who did come back due to catastrophic injuries, like Livingston, I'm praying that Tank Dell, our receiver, can come back. Now, I won't say he'll be exactly like he was. He could probably be even better, depending on his rehab. But yeah, well, yeah, second injury to that same leg, I believe.
Normally, they say you got a chance of tearing the other one by 25%.
Yeah, man, and you know what? That's kind of true. Like I recently tore my calf in June, my left calf, and I rehabbed it myself, but also rehabbed my right even more than my left, as my left was down, because I knew that statistic, when you start using that other one, that's probably gonna tear when the other one heals. So I said, let me strengthen this up.
God damn it. Touchdown, Zay Flowers.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Raiders take the lead, man. Ravens, my bad. Ooh, 15.
Raiders, what the hell?
They did good today. They deserve it.
Ours, like I don't know. For a second, I ain't gonna lie. It just took me a little shipper smack. All right, my brain for a little second. I meant the Ravens, though. I meant the Ravens, but the Raiders came out. But I definitely meant the Ravens.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question real quick. Do y'all think, which I think they do, just saying, do you really think people believe that the players don't be hitting the cheerleaders for that team?
Like dancers?
Well, you NBA, the cheerleaders, dancers, or whatever. A lot of people think that, they ain't doing that with them. But how many people do you think believe that the players aren't sexually involved with some of the cheerleaders, whether it's NFL teams or NBA.
I mean, if they single, then it don't really matter what they doing.
Well, look at Claus and look at college. Look at that Michigan coach, allegedly from what's going on. Like, do you think that'll scare some people away from fraternizing with somebody who worked for the same organization?
Probably.
What do you think about that?
Run that back on my tongue.
Just saying, like, what do y'all think about that? Do you like that situation with the Michigan coach? I mean, besides all that crazy stuff that allegedly happened after the fact, the news was out, but the whole time they were, in cahoots. They say the school knew about it the whole time. They was just, keeping it under wraps. So do you think that should be something that people should worry about, who you messing with in your personal life?
I mean, if it's detrimental to the organization, I mean, yeah. I mean, because usually when shit like that gets aired out and exposed, motherfuckers be married and shit. Usually that's your job. Sometimes it's your career. You know what I mean? But at least your job. You got to go somewhere else, man. Usually, 9 times out of 10, especially when you're on a college, you're a college coach. That's pretty much your walking papers, man. Once that shit hits the news and the tabloids and shit, they're not gonna keep you hanging around. Usually get them up out of there. Since we on college, man, you have a lot of ex-NFL players. I know Michael Vick. I think even Warren, you got Warren Sapp, Deion Sanders. I think it's another few of them, man. So these NFL players who are college coaches, do you think any of those coaches that used to play in the NFL could potentially maybe one day down the line get a shot to coach an actual NFL team?
No.
Why?
I mean, some players just kind of get lucky, but like it depends on like what knowledge do you have to give back to the game.
Well, I mean,
Also,
let's say what do these coaches have? A few good years, go on a hell of a run. Those 2, 3, 4 years. I mean, you think somebody will give them a shot in the NFL?
Not really.
you as coaching?
As coaching.
I mean, look at our coach, D'Amico Ryans. When he was a great defensive coordinator at San Francisco during his time there, but look at all the eligible candidates they have for head coaching spots. It doesn't mean they looking for the most qualified. They looking for the people who gonna connect with the players. So look what Ryans is. He connected with the players, and that owner likes you. It depends on the owner because he figured if I want to get this cat my money or not. There's somebody he know.
I mean, y'all think an ex-NFL player would be able to kind of, build that with some current NFL players?
Well, if that's the case, why isn't Ray Lewis a head coach somewhere?
Is Ray Lewis even coaching right now? What's he doing with his life? Ain't he like a broadcaster now?
He doing something, staying connected to the sport, but just saying, like, I mean, not everybody got the Deion Sanders in them that could lead somebody in the, greatness like he's doing. A lot of people don't like what he did. But I mean, hey, man, anybody that take time out to coach kids and try to get them to better their life, financially through their sport and craft, hey, I'm all for that. I ain't heard about him with no BS, negligent, not on no Sandusky stuff.
Facts. Thanks that ain't the motherfucker. Facts. I think if anybody, I think Deion possibly could.
But like I say, man, football season then came and gone. We going into week what 16 now or something like that. Week 16, 15, one of those, but week 16 okay. You know, so people better enjoy it. This is the best time, honestly, to me, of football late in the season. The time figuring out who's going to get into playoff, because once playoffs start, that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying?
I love football season. And also, like I said, you guys should really get into the fantasy football. It's fun.
Yeah, man. I think next season we're gonna do it. Well, I probably give a. I think we do a fantasy thing on here, man. Maybe do a third quarter fantasy league or something.
Something like that. Get it going. Hey, NBA All-Star game is coming up too in February in LA, Inglewood, man.
To be honest, I stopped watching the All-Star game. It's sad to say that, but it's not the same anymore.
I'm talking about going, not watching it.
Oh, going, the experience might be a little different. If I say watching it, yeah, I don't know. I can't. I mean, besides the celebrity game, because you don't know whoever's gonna show up.
Yeah.
Other than that, is it's kind of like.
Yeah, you're right. The celebrity game sometimes is interesting. You know, but like I say, they having the NBA All-Star game in Inglewood, California, the Clippers' new stadium, the Intuit Dome, which is directly across the street from SoFi Stadium. You know, so you got all the theaters over there, the food spots, and down the street, right down the street is LAX. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a good event, man. Something different, man. That stadium is nice. If you haven't seen it, Google it, man. It's like some state-of-the-art type shit.
Thanks, man. Yeah, man. See, they got a dope stadium. You know, shout out Inglewood, man. Let me give him a play. If the Ravens score against the Patriots one more time, man.
You said
what's the score?
Time. I told you, stop saying that. You said that when y'all went up against the Seahawks, and look what happened.
Shit, man, I don't know, bro. I mean, if Derrick Henry continues to cook, he got 14 carries for 96 yards, 1 touchdown. I mean, Lamar Jackson ain't getting it done. He's 7 for 10, 91
Lamar
yards.
Jackson hurt.
That's kind of bad though for Derrick Henry. 14 carries for 96 yards.
Comparing to what he's been doing this season.
Hold on. So with that, the Patriots do give up the lead. They're in the top 10, giving up the least amount of yards to running back. That's why I said, to be honest, McCaffrey, I don't really see that he's going to do much production this week. Now, Kittle, on the other hand, is going to cook.
I mean, he could. Christian McCaffrey might cook you niggas, man. Don't sleep on that.
No, we don't get. I don't sleep on McCaffrey. I'm not slow. I'm saying is the Colts don't give up a lot of runs to running backs like that. So
I mean, but that's a cold running back. Don't sleep on that white boy, man. That motherfucker's cold.
Running back all he won't. Don't mean he's still gonna get that much yards.
Let's look it up. Or somebody pull up this nigga. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, let's see. Come on.
I can pull up his stats right now.
I'm really just trying to see his season average. I'm not really trying to run through the nigga whole shit.
I see Saquon starting to wake up.
Yeah,
he
man.
Still ain't gonna do shit.
Man, speaking of Saquon, is he the first player to avoid the motherfucking Madden curse?
He did get hurt in the middle of the season with a knee issue.
Usually, you know, they have, you know, serious injuries. If I'm correct, you know, I may be a little bit out of touch with the bad curse, but a lot of people that they talk about, you know, they usually catch some fucked up injuries after being on the after being on the cover of Madden. Well,
the season ain't over yet.
Yeah. What's the word, man?
Yeah.
Trying to narrow
Bear
it.
down. Bear down.
The
Yeah,
bear
don't
That's
be
down.
bear
Oh,
down
there
out
you
against
go.
the USA, bro. Yeah, hold on, watch out.
I did have you guys winning. I don't mind the Bears.
I mean, shout
yeah.
out the Bears, bro. I mean, you can't
I'm
knock
just
them.
saying.
I mean, this is their best season since 2002.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
hell,
and and I'm and I'm all I'm saying is the Rams lost too. So I mean,
yeah, we lost. But the Seahawks game, man, that was a good ass game. That was a solid game, bro. Uh, that's the type of love I would like. Just, if it's one team I would lose to, that's a good team. I mean, that's a solid ass team. I mean, I've seen the NFC West, the best division in the NFC. Um, if it's one team that could have lost to even by 1 point, it was Seattle. I mean, we have a winning record against playoff heading teams right now. I think we're in the top
what y'all is right now,
of the amount of teams heading into the playoffs. We're
and
like 11.
where y'all at in the
We still,
playoffs
and
right
we
now?
are defensive regardless.
Where y'all at in the playoffs right now? What if they
They got
started
dropped to the
We
today?
fifth
already
seed
the
because
first.
Seattle took it.
Seattle locked in. We locked in the berth prior to this week. We locked us up a spot, and then Seattle locked up a spot beating us this week.
Well, they would have locked up
And
a spot
then the
regardless.
49ers, the 49ers could possibly lock in a spot, beating the Colts.
No, did
I think even
Detroit lose?
Yeah, but they're still in it.
Detroit lost. Detroit lost to
Okay,
they
Frisco and
lost. I
Chicago.
just said it. They just
Fris-
lost to fucking Detroit
Frisco
just
and
lost to the Steelers.
yeah, Frisco and Chicago in the playoffs. Then they got spots. Chicago need one win.
The Steelers
Chicago
just
already
beat the
clinched the
Lions
berth.
today, 29-24.
Yeah. That means Frisco is in.
And it looked
They
like
would have to beat the Colts.
Baltimore about to put some more points on the board against New England, man. If New England loses tonight, that pretty much. Let me take a look.
They won't knock them out of
I know
contention.
y'all know the tiebreakers and all that shit. I know y'all cover. I know we got 100 P D Money. Y'all got AFC conference. So they were already at the number.
It'll potentially kick them out of
If they lose today, right? Because you have the Jaguars and then you have the Bills sitting at 11-4. So that would be one of those tiebreaker situations. So who would go to the number 2 spot? Because if they lose this game, they're not going to remain at that number 2 spot.
Jaguars, damn, that possibly can. Yeah,
depends on conference
the
record. What's their
Right.
conference record?
I would say the Jaguars, bro.
No, but what's their conference
I don't
record?
know. I mean, what in that situation? What happens? Like you have 3 teams
The
at the same
conference record.
Yeah, it goes to the conference.
Whoever has the better conference record.
How I'm looking at it, I can't see the conference records.
I'll pull it up. Hold on.
D Money to the rest.
I think it's the Jaguars. I think it's the Jaguars because they didn't beat everybody in their conference.
Well, this for the number 2 spot, P. So this for the number 2 spot because right now, in the AFC, even with the Broncos losing today, they still have the number 1
Jacksonville would slide into the number 2 seed if they lose today.
Yeah,
but it technically, I think it would technically kick New England out of the 2nd to 3rd slot and put Buffalo in that spot because they split the series.
How far would they drop down by losing to the Ravens, who right now aren't
7.
like we were talking about this, I
6.
believe, a couple of days ago on the show, me and D Money, about teams that aren't in the Super Bowl spoiling your playoffs or fucking
It'll
up the
be
Yeah,
seeding.
they would be the 6th seed fighting their way back into that second slot because they'll be tied with
yeah.
um, Buffalo. But anything can change because the Chargers are also 11-4, so anyone can slide into
Exactly.
that
All
number 2 or
AFC, the
number 1
AFC,
seed.
the AFC and NFC fucked up with the teams that will finish out 11-6. Anybody that's finishing out 11-6, I mean, shit like that, records like that, a team like that, man, listen, they can end up out the playoffs depending
Well,
on
right now,
their conference record. Even the
that's
Bears, right
that's
now, the
the
Bears
thing
sit at
about
2.
this season.
If they lose,
I
they can
love
get put out the playoffs.
I love seasons like this in the NFL, man. Where there's a lot of teams cooking, right? Because what you say over 500 is technically a winning season. Right now, that's not going to cut it. You know what I'm saying? You have the Ravens at 7-7. They 500. That's pretty much it, man. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I ain't gonna lie. It's
Not
pretty
really,
clear
because
cut at
you
this
think
point.
about the 4th seeds. Uh, the Steelers are 9-6 in between the middle of slots. They get lucky by winning their division. Same with Carolina. If they happen to win out, they can go 8 or 9-8 and win their division, but they're slotted in between 11-4 seeds.
Well, facts. I mean, that's the thing with the NFL. I mean, you always have one division. Where the top leader may have 9 or whatever. I mean, if you look at the Steelers, and that conference just isn't doing good this year. But they're 2 games ahead right now. It's possibly going to be 1 after today, but they're 9-6. You have the Ravens at 7-7. They're cooking New England tonight. Let's see. And then in the NFC, I mean, you have to give that to the NFC South. You have the Panthers in the playoffs at 8-7. And there's other teams with that same record who aren't even in playoff contention. Like, nigga, they shit done. Like the Lions could possibly be done. If not, they bumped it down. But you have, like, even with the Buccaneers losing today.
Oh, Henry
I mean,
gone.
The Lions
huh?
got to win out.
The Lions would have to win out, and somebody would have to
Well, the
lose.
Lions are the
Packers would have
Lions.
to
The
lose.
Lions are the
Packers will
Lions.
have
Shit
the
is
Packers. I think the Packers and the Bears would have to lose, and the Lions will have to win out.
Well, I think the Bears clinched the playoff spot, so the Packers would have to
I
lose
mean,
out.
if it's anybody in the NFC North that I
Oh
think
yeah,
could
the Bears
possibly
clinched
go on
because
a
Yeah, the
win
Bears
Detroit
streak right
clinched
lost
their
now,
today.
spot, so the Packers
I
would
mean,
definitely have to lose out.
you have to give that to the Chicago Bears, because it's no other team in the NFC North. Respectfully, bro, the Bears have a real fucking comfortable lead right now. Like, I'm talking, the Bears could rest Caleb Williams and all the people they deem important, my nigga, next week and lose a game and still comfortably come back and whoop your ass the last game, and they still sitting the top. They still sitting good. Like the Bears should have a clinch situation, because right now, the Bears aren't gonna lose 2 in a row. They're on a 2-game win streak. They're 5-3 away. They're 6-1 at home. Knock it off. I'm not a Bears fan. I'm a Rams fan all the way. But respect, it's football. You respect the game, man. And they have the best away record in their division, the best home record in their division.
Know
The
about
only two
them
and
beating
away.
Frisco, and that's my
And
team.
away.
Frisco gonna be a challenge for them.
Touchdown,
And
Derrick Henry.
I've been saying this shit about the NFC. The NFC niggas be cooking in the NFC, bro. And even if you look back, the network, stop me if I'm lying. Nigga, Bears ain't been good. We in 2025, the last 3 years, Bears ain't been cooking. They went from being
No,
dead last year. They went from being
Bears
dead last
always.
year
Hey, look,
every
the
year.
Bears always had a defense that'll hurt you and shit like that. But as far as offense, hell no.
Facts. Like, that's like, look, historically, the Bears are known for having a fuck you up defense.
Right.
But if you look
Wait,
at
what?
the last, we just gonna go to the last 3 years. Bless you. We'll go to the last 3 years, right? The Bears have finished
Hey,
their last in the NFC North the last 3 years. So you got a team that went from being dead last the last 3 years to now not only sitting on top of that division but the conference as well. Because if I'm correct, they're like top 3 or 4. Like I have to go back and look exactly where they're sitting, but I mean I know they ain't outside of the top 4 of the NFC right now. I could be wrong. Let me look it up. I see niggas got quiet. Hold on, wait a minute. Star me out, nigga. Star me out, nigga.
Hey, I'm waiting for you to get that point in. That's it.
Star me out, nigga. Star me out. Hold on. I'm already on my ESPN. Hold on. Star me out, nigga. Hold on. Star me out, Jack. Let's look at it. Yeah. See, I was a fucking wrong. They're number 2
what
on they're
happened?
number 2 on
What happened? I had to mute you real quick.
yeah, the Bears are number 2 in the conference right now. The conference looks crazy. Like sometimes the NFL, how the NFL shit looks, bro, I ain't even gonna hold you. It looks a little sus at times. Like,
I like the way the NFL look
but
right
that's
now, AFC and NFC. This
no,
is
no,
some
no.
hard.
I
They
don't mean that. I
right
don't mean that.
now,
What I mean, like, what I mean by
right
that,
now
bro,
they
is
don't
like
have to. They don't have to play tricks with the game now. They don't have to set up shit to entertain people. It's enough football being played now. They don't have to do that in football now. With Brady, they
dog.
had to,
What I
but
what I
it
bet
wasn't no
what I bet
fucking.
is like facts, facts.
They don't have
What
to
I was
fuck up the
getting at,
team.
like, what I was getting at, bro, is like how you have Carolina at number 4, but they're 8-7, but you have Los Angeles, San Francisco, Los Angeles at 5, Frisco at 6. You got the Packers at 7, at 9-5, even though they have a better record than the Panthers. But the division leaders are gonna get those top 4 spots no matter what their record is, and then it goes from there.
Hey, Green Bay lose again. Oh my God.
I mean, if Green Bay loses again, as long as Detroit loses, they'll be fine. I mean, and even if they lose, because if Detroit loses again and the Packers lose again, that seeding remains the same.
Hey,
Unless Tampa Bay,
this what
they would.
look, this what I was looking at. It's still 2 games left, right? Now it's
Well,
still
I don't
teams
know.
that are pretty, it's still teams that are pretty good that's not in the playoffs. They finna fuck up some niggas'
Factual.
records.
Well, factual. That's just like
That one game
and
can
I'll
send a
say
motherfucker all the way to last. You can be in the wild card fighting for your life, nigga. One game.
now certain
That's why.
teams. Certain teams, I would say, have a way better shot, bro, at because I wouldn't say if you're in a lower seeding position, that means you can't go to the Super Bowl because that shit could fucking happen, right? It just depends on the team.
Oh, it's
Some
happened
teams
multiple times.
can whoop your ass away and at home. All they need is that ticket through that door, the key to that lock. Some teams may only whoop your ass at home, so they need to fight hard for that fucking home field advantage and shit because they can't whoop your ass at home.
Right. This Super
Or
Bowl is
AFC.
gonna depend. Hey, this Super Bowl is gonna depend on the quarterback being he gonna have to use his arm and his legs this year. It's not gonna be a stationary quarterback that can just stay there or a motherfucker that can just run. He gonna have to be able to do both and that defense. Everything else gonna fall in play. It ain't gonna be no running, ain't gonna be none of that shit. This season is defense. AFC got it and NFC got some defense. The Super Bowl gonna be crazy. Tell you. Playoffs, matter of fact, before we even get to it's gonna be playoff games. I guarantee gonna feel like the Super Bowl. Let Chicago and Green Bay have to go against each other for the third time in the playoffs.
I'm gonna give it to
That shit gonna
Chicago.
go crazy.
I'm gonna give it to Chicago respectfully. If they have to meet again in the playoffs, Caleb Williams will get it done.
Yeah, and they got to go to Chicago, and it's gonna be cold. You can promise. I can promise you that it's gonna be cold.
I mean, but even the energy will be off the chain. Like, you know,
The road through Chicago in the playoffs is gonna be a rough one because it's cold. That's a rough road going through that wind. And Chicago showed you they can play in that shit both weeks. They can play.
hey D buddy, I just want to bring something up, man. Derrick Henry, I told you my nigga Derrick Henry was going
He
to
scored again.
I told you my nigga Derrick Henry was finna cook tonight, bro. He cooking.
Hey, but that nigga in that fumble, he ain't gonna be. Hey, listen, he can't do that in the playoffs. He's not
I
gonna.
think that fucked him up.
If they get in there, he's not gonna be able to fumble against one of them elite teams.
I don't think he will. Derrick Henry, I think as far as fumbling goes, that's an issue we've seen from him this season. In key games, I'll say. I wouldn't say he has a fumbleitis, right? But he had I ain't gonna say a lot, but he's fumbled in some situations that was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But either way, Derrick Henry, I mean, I couldn't tell you a running back or somebody who just cooked every year of their career.
I got Jacksonville and Chicago in the Super Bowl. If it ain't Jacksonville, it's probably Denver.
I mean, NFC wise, let me pull it up.
I got Chicago with Chicago's road to the championship, NFC championship. It looked pretty easy because the other teams they already hurt. There's a lot of them teams in the playoffs, and them niggas is fucked up in that NFC.
I mean, shit. I mean, the Rams healthy. Eagles.
Seattle defense, they good, but they ain't that good with that run, nigga. That run will kill them. They done. The Rams got the best chance in the NFC, and that defense that NFC gonna hurt them.
The thing that defense I love about the Rams, bro, is that the Rams had a Super Bowl, rebuilt their team, and still remain like a playoff bound team in the mix of all that shit.
Hey, who just exposed them?
That was a close game. I don't even think they were exposed.
Listen, and on paper, Seattle wasn't even supposed to be nowhere near them like that. They found something. They found it. Hey, listen, they found a niche in LA's defense, and I've seen it done a couple times this year.
It's a divisional game.
They found that niche.
Even if you look in the conference, like them is both top seeded, them is both top teams in the NFC.
Yeah. I don't think Seattle got enough to even to keep going. We may see some upset. I think we're gonna see some upsets in the first round.
Well, factuals. It's definitely gonna be some upsets. But what I'm saying is Seattle and Los Angeles have both clinched spots right now. So it's two teams out of the NFC, and if Frisco does what they need to do against Indianapolis tomorrow, fuck around and have three. That's majority of a conference in the playoffs. I mean, you can't knock. That's what
I'm sorry. I need the coach. I need the coach to win that.
Me personally, bro. Me personally, bro. Just like I've been saying. I've told D-Money this too. I mean, I feel like if San Francisco can shut down that run, and they're going to get to Aaron Rodgers. Not Aaron Rodgers, Phillip Rivers. They're going to get to Phillip Rivers.
The coach is allowing the least amount of sacks all season, top 10.
Right.
But there's still sacks allowed.
I don't see
the right motherfucker get to Phillip Rivers, bro.
No, look, bro. I don't see
that man.
Frisco D line has been questionable all year long. This is why they're in the position they're in right now.
They 10-4. They don't
Don't
even
matter.
have a bad season.
They got a good
The
offense. They ain't got
They
a
got
good
hella
defense.
injuries and they're still 10-4.
hey,
They have a
listen,
better record
look
than a
at
lot of teams.
they
A good
first few
offense.
look at their first few games. They had an easy ass first schedule. First couple weeks. Those games, it was certain games they were supposed to smoke motherfuckers. And I think they did and got injured in a lot of them games. I think they won 2 with injured players, and now they all beat up. They gotta go look, they finna run into Chicago, whether they win or lose, they gonna get beat up in that game.
Brock Purdy, I mean, they got a few of their people. They didn't, they was playing for a while without Christian McCaffrey. Brock Purdy, they had a lot of games. I mean, Mac Jones will come out and cook you, though. I mean, that's the thing with the Niners. Not every team has a backup that's going to come out and cook you.
And that's what they was talking. Hey, listen, they was talking about that.
Got some backups that'll come out and still cook you.
They did say this on ESPN. Frisco got an offense, right?
Factions.
They got an offense, right? Frisco can score on anybody at any given moment. But that defense right now, that's what everybody talking about. They got to tighten up on that. Them safeties is allowing too many motherfuckers to get past them.
And here's what the problem you run into. Though hurt, the coach has one of the most lethal defenses in the league.
Yeah, the coach, that's that. Hey, we get to see that. Hey, man. Hey, I got a Frisco fan here right now. Shit, I'm gonna have him watch the game when Chicago go up in there and beat their ass up.
Tell that nigga I said, no, I ain't gonna say that. Tell him I'm gonna be peaceful tonight.
Nah, go ahead, say your piece.
Fuck the Niners, nigga. Fuck the Niners, nigga. Yeah. Horns up, nigga. Tell nigga I said horns up and fuck the Niners, nigga. Where the butt? No, it's all love, though. I let it see what I don't like the Niners, so I'll be honest with y'all. I don't like the 49ers. This one team in the NFC I don't like, probably. I don't really mind the Seahawks, but the Niners, yeah, I don't like them. I blame the California. So we're gonna talk about it. This is a question I wanted to ask before I had to pee out though. I think I'm gonna wait on that question for real. Because we still got the game playing. But I was gonna ask y'all, what would you think was the upset of the week? I mean, this kind of went off from me and D Money was having a conversation when the first game was played, the Rams, and that overtime loss. And then we was looking at you had the Bears,
Packers, probably.
You got Bears, Packers, Buccaneers, Panthers. You can even say Chiefs and the Titans, even though those aren't playoff teams. Jaguars and Broncos, Steelers and Lions.
That would be my top two.
Thus far, what's the upset of the week? What's the upset of the week?
For me, it's a tie.
Who lost the most in these upsets?
No, to me, it was a tiebreaker for Jacksonville and Denver. Because I had Denver whooping their ass. They should have whooped that ass. And then the other one was the Bears Packers, because I had the Bears winning that game.
I just want to know out of those upsets, what team lost the most? I want to know what the Packers. Okay. I mean, if you ask me, upset of the week there in terms of what a nigga lost, I would say Buccaneers and Panthers.
I wouldn't call it an upset. To me, simply because
it's just, I mean, with their record, 7-8 don't punch you a ticket into the playoffs. You pretty much walked yourself out of that one. So I mean, just got mentioned earlier. I mean, you have teams who are, you have divisions like the NFC North, right? The NFC West. I think those are really the only two, NFC West and the North. But I mean, you have 90%. You got 3 out of 4 teams in the division right now heading to the fucking playoffs, damn near guaranteed. Outside of the division leaders, which is right now, if I'm correct, it's Seattle, the Bears, the Eagles, and the Panthers right now, where it sits. Those are the top 4 teams. And then you have the Rams, San Francisco, you got the Packers, you got Detroit. And with the Buccaneers losing, that damn near puts them out of the playoff contention in the NFC right
No, it don't, because they can still win their division. They're that close. If they
now. Right,
lose next
right.
week,
I
and
mean, shit
well,
could
the
change, but
Panthers
all
lost
I'm
this week.
saying is that let's take a look at the Panthers right now. Let's say. So the Panthers, yeah, they got a task ahead of them, Bucko.
Yeah, and guess who?
But
Last game of the season
to
is today.
me, I think the Panthers could beat Seattle. Their next game is against the Seahawks.
And after that, they play the Buccaneers again.
And I don't remember the Panthers' record against the NFC West. But if the Panthers defense doesn't click, the Seattle defense is going to bring hell upon our offense is going to bring hell upon them, and I mean that literally. Jackson Igba, he's going to fucking cook. A lot of motherfuckers are going to cook if Carolina don't get cooking against the Seahawks. But that's their last 2 games. You got the Panthers, which could possibly watch that game for a possible upset. Hold on real quick. No, I'm looking at their schedule. I'm tripping. All right. Yeah, they play the Seahawks and then they play the Bucks. Now the Buccaneers, on the other hand,
They may have an
kind of. I mean, they're not going to lose against the fucking Dolphins. I wouldn't assume so. I mean, the Dolphins just got
50-50 toss up. I mean, the Dolphins are stingy against receivers.
Oh, no, dog. Let's take a look. Their quarterback right now is Quinn Ewers. Tua Tagovailoa has been benched. Hold on, yeah. Excuse me. Let's see. I'm trying to pull up today's stats. Let's see what old boy did. Because they just got cooked by the Bengals, 45-21. The Bengals ain't even in the playoffs, nigga. Stop it. Quinn Ewers was 20 for 30, 260 yards, two interceptions. They're not gonna cook. They're not gonna cook against the Buccaneers playing like that. You had Joe Burrow was 25, 32, 309 yards, 4 touchdowns. I think he needs to go to Arizona for it. That's just a side note. Devon A-Chain, or however you say his name. Hey, bro, D-Money knows some of these niggas' names. I just can't say it, dog. Sounds foreign. But he had 15 carries, 81 yards, 1 touchdown. Not really. Well, I guess you could say that was cooking.
Devon Achane. Oh, and earlier Jackson Smith-Njigba.
Yeah, I can't say his name. I'm gonna just say, what's his name?
Which one? Devon Achane?
No, the other nigga name, the dude from the Seahawks. I can't say his name. You know I can't say bro name. Jackson Igba, or whatever his name is.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
That sounds ghetto. I'm gonna just call him Jackson Smith. Can I do that?
I think the nigga's Nigerian, bro.
Can I do that third quarter? We're just gonna call him Jackson Smith.
Yeah, you can call him JSN. Just call him JSN.
Just call him Jackson Smith. Because that last name on that, number one, that's diabolical. Why do you have 3 last names?
The nigga's Nigerian, I think.
Why do you give a nigga 3 last names? Like, my nigga, how many daddies do you got?
Nigga, he's Nigerian.
What the fuck that got to do with it? I'm just asking, how many last names do you fucking need? 3, nigga? That's a little excessive.
There's niggas in this world that have 3 names.
3 last names though, like Jackson Smith, whoopty whoop, like that, damn nigga.
Nigga, yeah, there's niggas like that in this world. Come on now.
Hey, I doctored it, bro. I just had a question because it was I'm American. I'm out of South Phoenix, Arizona, so you don't run into me niggas. And so I've seen niggas with 2 last names, and we all know why. Yeah, usually that's a bitter baby mama, but 3, like, where did the third one come from? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, chat. So the way it's looking right now, it's 2-point game. It's 2-point game, man. Will Baltimore hold off New England?
It's possible. I can't tell you yes or no, but
Because if New England scores another touchdown, Baltimore has to score a touchdown. You got about 5 minutes. And I know what I'm seeing is 1st and 11, 1st and 10 on New England's on 11, but that may not be what's actually going on.
hold on, I can tell you in 1 second.
Sometimes my shit be a tad bit delayed on live updates.
Oh, it's not just you.
No, it's 1st and 10 up to 31. New England's 31. I mean, if New
Yeah.
England moves the ball down the field, bro, and scores and gets a touchdown on Baltimore, bro, I think that pretty much seals it.
Yeah, but they can kick a field goal and hopefully take it to overtime or something.
Shit, if they kick a field goal, nigga, that's the game.
No, you don't. They'd be tied.
Well, I mean, you were right. My bad, I did look at that wrong. I mean, I think they could score a touchdown.
I'm saying if it comes down to it, that's what you could do. But if it doesn't come down to it, yeah, I would go for the game winner. Because why not?
They're not quite in field goal range yet, so they still got to cook.
That's why I said they can just run some clock down, try to get in the field goal range, or score a touchdown.
Thanks, man. Yeah, man. I think we're gonna take this one backstage, man. I think Diddy recap so far.
This nigga, yeah, that's cool.
I think we're gonna wrap this one up, man. Shout out to everybody tuned in, man. Everybody that's gonna tune in. Y'all know what it is. 3rd quarter, the Sports Table, man. Street Drive Media Channel. Like I say every episode. Shout out to Late Hour Show, West of the 110, the Roosevelt Show, and of course, man, 3rd quarter, the Sports Table. Brought to you by Street Drive Media Channel, man. Y'all like, share, subscribe, tune in. Fucking tune in Thursdays and Sundays, man, for 3rd quarter, the Sports Table. Going down 7 p.m., man. We're going to take this off the air. Y'all tune in tomorrow, man. Our manager, man, Late Hour Show will be live from 6 to 7, 6 to 8, 6 to 8. And then y'all can tune into the West of the 110 following, man. If not, y'all tune in to West of the 110, hosted by my nigga Honey P, man, tomorrow. But I will go ahead and take this off the air, man, for the be a husband for a little while. I gotta stop being a podcaster, right? Y'all fuck with me, man. It's Big Yogi Machine, man. Big D Money Machine, man. We're gonna take this one off air, man. Yeah.